Good morning. Thanks for joining us for the News 12 FastCast. I'm Nick Proto. September 27th changed all of our lives here in Augusta and the surrounding area. Hurricane Helene reached the area that Friday morning early, and when the sun came up, we found debris, homes damaged, power out everywhere. Almost 6 months later, we see Aiken County continue to offer support to survivors. You can visit Hayden Baptist Church from 10 to 5 today and tomorrow to speak with the case manager. They're here to help rebuild regardless of whether you applied for FEMA assistance. The process is you go in with proof of ID and social security numbers for everyone in your household, sit down and fill out some forms with the case manager. People we spoke with say this brings them hope.
This organization has seems to have a lot of ways to go about fixing things. The man even said that sometimes they could get people to come out here and help you fix your house just to be nice.
Again, you can go to Hayden Baptist Church today and tomorrow from 10 to 5. Bring a proof of ID and social security numbers for everybody in your home. An Army wife from Fort Eisenhower waiting to be sentenced. The U.S. Attorney's Office says 31-year-old April Short is pleading guilty to second-degree murder. This comes after she originally pled not guilty last May. Short is accused of killing her 11-month-old son on post housing. Human remains are on the way to Newberry to be ID'd this morning. Authorities say they found them Monday night in Aiken County. Deputies got a call from a neighbor doing a wellness check on Woodfield Road. The neighbor found them behind the home. Both the sheriff's office and the coroner's office are investigating. Have you seen this man? Burke County says 31-year-old David Cleveland was last seen leaving his home on Haddon Pond Road 6 days ago. They believe he left in a green pickup truck with the Georgia tag here, SDT 7811. If you see him or his truck, call the sheriff's office. We know 3 men are wanted for questioning in connection to a murder investigation. Take a look here at the screen. Richmond County deputies want to find Randall Johnson, Freddie Smith, and Jermaine Ramsey. The sheriff's office says all 3 are known to spend time around the Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard neighborhood. They want to speak with them in connection to 28-year-old Elias Delk's death. The coroner says his body was found in a Dollar General parking lot last June, and it looked like he died from blunt force trauma. There are already 2 suspects behind bars. Deputies arrested Creston Curry and Tamiko Bolton. Curry was originally wanted for murder and armed robbery in connection to the case. Bolton's arrest warrant accuses her of hitting Delk several times. As of this morning, Johnson, Smith, and Ramsey are just wanted for questioning. So if you know where they may be or have any information, call the sheriff's office. We now know how many people were hurt on a bus crash on Monday. This happened between an SUV and a school bus on Drag Strip Road in Aiken. Between Highway Patrol and the Aiken County Public School District, officials say the bus driver, 2 high school students, and the SUV driver were injured. The district says the students had minor injuries. No update yet on the driver's conditions today, but we did learn from troopers the SUV moved off the right side of the road leading up to that accident. When it got back onto the road, they say that's when it hit the bus. Another bus came to take the local middle and high school students home. It's going to take a bit longer to finish Beacon Bluff over in North Augusta. The project is set to bring apartments and business to the heart of downtown. The Palmetto Peach Development says the original goal was to have the project done by tournament week, but now it's looking more like the next month or so. We spoke with the director of development on what's caused those delays.
There have been some supply chain disruptions that have gone on that have delayed us slightly, but for the most part, it's just normal construction issues. You get rain, you get weather.
He adds while they won't get the benefit they thought they would from the tournament this year, they hope people will come back to check out the growth next year. Today starts the process of reopening city cemeteries in Augusta. This involves Magnolia, Cedar Grove, and Westview. Leaders want to make sure you stay safe on the grounds, so you will be required to sign a waiver when you stop by, and a staff member will escort you to the plot. For this week's initial reopening, the cemeteries are open from 8 to 11, then 1 to 3 today through Friday. Expanded hours start on Monday. The cemeteries will be open from 8 to 3 during the week next week. Then next Saturday and Sunday, the city expects you to make an appointment if you want to visit from 8 a.m. to noon. You'll have to contact the cemetery to schedule one. We have the phone numbers there on your screen, so you can take care of that. The city hopes all will be fully open by tournament week. Aiken Tech is hosting a college job fair today. This is for students, alumni, and anybody else who wants to go. There's going to be more than 70 employers on site at the Aiken Tech gym. That is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's it for the news side of things this morning. Let's send it over now to First Alert meteorologist Tim Strong, who's talking about a first alert issued for Monday.
Yeah, and I know several days off, but something we're just going to be watching develop potentially here locally in the CSRA and Metro for the potential of strong to severe storms by next Monday. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center's already got an outlook for our area, and not just the two-state. We're talking anywhere south of the nation's capital into areas along the Gulf Coast, southeast Louisiana, Mississippi, to the Florida Panhandle, and right here in town. And that threat may include some strong damaging winds, isolated tornadoes. But for now, it is all about the elevated fire risk again for today because the wind values are expected to pick up in the afternoon. It's a little chilly outside. Most of our temperatures have fallen into the 40s to low 50s. Sunny, dry, warm weather, that's going to continue. In fact, we're going to be looking at some 80-degree weather coming our way. Now, for today, the breeze is expected to pick up more out of the north, between 10 and 15, but those gusts are talking anywhere between 20 to maybe 25. Notice Thursday, not near as windy, kind of more winds gentle coming in from the north at around 5 to 10. So the outlook is to stay sunny, dry, and warm, warmer toward the end of the week, more seasonal in the 70s for today, and overnight lows are expected to be on the cool side. We've got a beautiful look here at the sunrise, just a little off the side of the screen there. 45 degrees our current temperature right now, heading on through the rest of the afternoon. 40s and 50s, kind of a noticeable jump into a warmer area 10 to noon with 60s and 70s there through 1 o'clock. So keep in mind as that breeze picks up, yes, the pollen levels are going to remain very high until our rain chances come back into the weekend, but it'll take till about Sunday to do so. Middle 70s today and tomorrow, cool lows in the 40s and 50s into Saturday morning, and the trend of 80s starts up Friday through the entire weekend. And there's that highlight for the first alert on Monday, 84 degrees, that potential for strong to severe storms. Have a great day, everybody.